Hello, humans, and welcome to another episode of Gen X Gamer. Notch is standing up for Karl Jobst. That's right. Oh man, let's see what he said here. People turning on Karl Jobst like they got bored of being part of the good guys. Is possible. I think he meant to say, is it possible? The real problem here is the cheating narcissist, pathological liar, and not the up until this moment trusted community member? No. Yeah, up until this moment. Why is he not a trusted community member? I mean, what didn't he do, right? What didn't he tell to the community that put him in that position, number one? Number two, I mean, at least he's standing up for Karl, right? Nobody else is. Nobody else is. You know, Mudahar, first one to throw him under the bus. Right? Like, what? This is news to me. What are you talking about? This is about Apollo Legends? Oh, my Lord. I did not realize that. What did he say? I can see where the defamation was made or something to that effect, right? Just right under that bus, man. And it was a long school bus. Those 1950 old ones they put out there. And the other two guys, right? The Dark Viper, where's that guy at? It's just nowhere to be found, right? Nowhere to be found. The guy that started it all, Easy Rocks or whatever the hell his name is, again, MIA. You think these guys be showing up for taking the heat off of them? But no, nowhere to be found. The only one turning up is Notch. Now, let me tell you, this is just my point of view. I'm not a lawyer. This is not legal advice or legal opinion. We're just people here looking at other people commit a bunch of bad decisions that makes our day just go by faster, right? If you're about to write a report like I am on system analysis that, nobody wants to read. No, I don't want to write it. Nobody wants to read it. All my other coworkers are planning their vacations this summer. They don't care. Right? But I'm sitting here doing it. But I stopped so I can have some of this entertainment. Maybe you out there, you're driving, you're working, whatever you're doing, and you're looking at this silliness. Let me tell you, I think Notch is the cause of all this. He's the one that said, I will pay legal fees any day of the week. So then Karl Jobst says, wow, any day of the week? By a billionaire? Let's go. Let's go, baby. I got Minecraft money. Right? He's walking into court like he owns the place. He's talking smack. I don't care about talking smack. I don't even need to listen to my lawyers. F lawyers. I got Minecraft money, baby. He's not saying he's Rick James. I'm Karl Jobst, biatch. I got that money like that. Minecraft money. And then what happened? It stopped. Like, whoa. The money stopped. And he was like, wait a minute. Now that I got to pay for it, I got to ask for discounts. Remember he was asking for discounts from the lawyer? Notch, you left him hanging. You said in that tweet, any day of the week. Right? And if it was me and somebody got me into this trouble, gassed me up to do this, and then stop paying, man, I got to get my cheddar back, baby. I spent $600K. So that's why I asked him, are you paying the $600K in lawyer's fees that Karl Jobst rang up? You said you would pay his legal fees any day of the week. Will you pay for the appeal? Just curious, right? I don't want to be mean or anything. I don't want him to ban me. I want to keep on reading his posts, of course, for your entertainment. And, of course, mine, right? But, I mean, he's the catalyst for a lot of, in my opinion, Karl Jobst's attitude, because he had that confidence. If you have a billionaire backing you up, your swagger is going to be a little bit different. You're going to feel a certain kind of way. But now that he lost, right, this is all Bill Mitchell's money. Right? Because whatever he pays, whatever he saves on legal fees, he's just going to take that and give it over to Billy. That's what's going to happen. Billy will take as much money of Notch's as possible. I'm telling you, it's not out of the realm of reality having a man this big, because, Billy Mitchell's lawyers are looking at this and going, wait a minute, dude, look, this guy is gassing this guy up. Gassing this guy up. He's telling him to do X, Y, Z. What's going on? Right? Could he? Karl, can you imagine this, right? And again, I'm not a lawyer, right? But a brilliant move would be to Karl Jobst say, I had temporary insanity because of all that money, right? That's why I didn't listen to my lawyers. It affected me in my mentals. In my mentals, it affected me, all that money. So if it wasn't for Notch, I wouldn't be in this position. And Billy would be like, wait a minute. You mean because of this fool right here, I had to go through all this stuff? We could have settled this case before, but with this guy's involvement, we couldn't reach a settlement because he's gassing you up behind the scenes, telling you that you got a blank check, but then it turns out you didn't. The whole thing's a mess, right? The whole thing's a mess. But I don't know any lawyers that wouldn't look at that statement and say, you said any day of the week, right? At least here in the U.S., any scum-sucking lawyer out there, they'd be like, wait a minute, how much is he worth? Now, are you going to be a man of your word, Notch? Right? And help your buddy out here. It's nice that you're tweeting. It's nice the support, the moral support. Unfortunately, Karl Jobst cannot pay his legal fees or the judgment that he has. Remember, he's got an enforcement warrant now. He needs some real cheddar. He needs some real cash. He needs paper, baby. He needs that paper. And you said that you were going to give it to him. Now, what's it going to be? Are you going to give him the $600K in lawyer fees? Did you give it to him? Now, the other question, right, that people had down here is this user here, Halderim, said, why Karl needed to do a GoFundMe when Notch would pay his legal fees. I believe that happened before the GoFundMe. Now, I think Luz made a video that there was another one. I don't even know. That's even another mess, right? I'm telling you, there's so much milk here, right? You think the udders are raw. They're about to fall off. They're gangrenous. They have gangrene and they're turning black. And milk is just still flowing out of them. You're like, whoa, I can't. And Sam Wolf says, yes, I'm curious to find out as well. It's a shame to see Notch doubling down. Well, he is, right? He is. Now, let me tell you, Notch, I don't want to be in any team where I have to wear Minnie Mouse ears, right? Like, that's not a big selling point if you want to bring people over to your team, whatever your team is, right? I'd rather wear I want to wear hot sauce, and I want to wear American flags. It's just, man, just your team uniform really, really sucks, right? But the more important thing here, guys, is he going to honor his word? Because I do believe, right, and this is just my opinion, I do believe that having that backing really affected the way Karl Jobst handled himself. Because if you do think, right, if you do think that you have a billionaire behind you, man, you're walking into the bar like you own the place. Like you own the place. What's up? Give me a drink. And look at him now. Look at him now. Notch, are you going to do what you said you were going to do, or is it just Twitter? Right? Is the bill too big for you? It shouldn't be, because you got plenty of money. But it's time to put up or shut up, baby. Let's go. All right, humans, that was just real quick thoughts. I got to go. I really got to get back to work. I'll catch you on the next one. Take care.